Who's taking the main event of UFC 317? Will it be Charles Oliveira or Ilia Topuria? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Can't wait for that one. I'm a super big fan of Charles, but Ilia has kind of he's just looks unbeatable at the moment. So I think I will give it to him.
Man, it's really hard to pick against Ilia Topuria. I'm a big Charles Oliveira fan, especially I love, I'm always rooting for the guys from the old guard. But if I'm going to get into the X's and O's, the way Topuria is able to touch the body is something that I think it's going to play a big role in this fight. Charles likes to stand very tall. He kind of leaves that body open a little bit. We've seen him go down from body shots in the past. And people forget, or actually people don't forget, people just might not know this, that Ilia Topuria's base, in the way he came up on the regional scene, you would not think that he's this devastating puncher. He really shined as a grappler, really shined with his wrestling. And while Charles Oliveira is the all-time submission leader, the greatest ground specialist we've ever seen in the UFC, I think that it's going to be very hard for Charles to submit Ilia Topuria. So I think Ilia gets the job done.
I think Ilia Topuria, and when I beat the Mateusz Gamrot, I hope one day I will fight with Ilia Topuria.
I think Topuria is going to knock him out because because Oliveira is going to stand with him. Oliveira always stands with people, and Oliveira always gets clipped. And Topuria is an extremely smart fighter, always stays protected, and I think he is going to take advantage of the fact that Oliveira always gets hit, and he's gonna rock him and then put him out.
Man, it's such a good fight. I think I'm gonna lean towards Ilia. I think he's got what it takes to beat Charles. Charles is no one to be slept on. I like both of them so much, but I'm gonna go Ilia, man. Even though he's a little bit smaller, Charles is a big 55er. He's so lengthy and stuff. But I think Ilia's grappling is gonna be enough to kind of stop that, and so it's gonna really depend on if he can beat Charles's range on the striking. And I think he's just about it enough to just kind of, he's such a hard puncher and he'll use it to get inside. So I think he's just going to kind of throw those bombs, get inside. So he's at the range that he feels comfortable in. And then, almost kind of like what I had to do at 170 to get inside Rowe and stuff. He's just going to bite down, go in, swing in, get on the inside, and then he's going to have some success there. And then if Charles decides to grapple, because that's all you can really do being the longer fighter when someone's in that close, I think Ilia's going to have what it takes to kind of get out of or win those grappling exchanges. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Ilia.
Ooh, I'm on the Ilia train right now.
Man, it's a hard fight for Charles, but I'm a big fan. He's inspiration for me. And if someone can upset the odds, it's him. He's done it before and he can't do it again. So I'm gonna go with Charles.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go with Topuria. Yeah.
I just think Topuria, man. I think Oliveira, he's not gonna have that luxury of taking those hits and dropping onto his back and getting those rest times, extra rest. I think Topuria will be willing to engage there. Now, I do think it'll still be a hard fight, but I do think Topuria will pull it out.
I'll go with Charles.
I've got to say Ilia Topuria. Just because, although Oliveira's jiu-jitsu is very good and he's got very crisp striking himself, I don't know, Ilia Topuria, he's like a little pocket rocket, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? When it comes in close and land those big shots, obviously he's a bit of a size difference in terms of height and stuff like this, but he's also got great jiu-jitsu as well and good wrestling. So yeah, in my opinion, I think Topuria would take that.